Okay, so this is going to be a quick, rough guide to how to play Sonic Riders. I think I'm just going to cover Hero's story, but the mechanics used here will also apply in Babylon's story. So this is more of a mechanics guide rather than an actual speedrun tutorial, but you know, hopefully I'll be able to get some of the tricks off on my first attempt. This is recorded on NTSC-J. NTSC-U and NTSC-J are both optimal. NTSC-U has slightly more aggressive AI from my experience, whereas NTSC-J just has all-around better drivers. That's just completely anecdotal, that might be complete nonsense. Anyway, yeah, so I'm just playing on my 100% file for this. Metal City, I'm going to record me getting the 100 in one try. I think that would be the best thing, just to show how difficult it can be. Let's start off with the start line. This applies for every character in the game, including the 100% ones, including the Nice, Ai, and Ulala. So what you want to do is just go back until you see 2.7, go a bit later if you're unsure, and you'll always get something good. So we've actually got really good AI here, so I'm going to have to basically just line up and... So what I did there that was so good was I jumped into the... I don't even know what you'd call it, because it's only really used in Metal City. But you jump into that arrow basically, and you bounce off it and you hit the 100. It's intended, but it is the hardest trick in the game by some distance if you're just starting out. So I'm basically just trying to conserve my air now. When you boost at 249, I assume you know how to boost, press circle. You go 249, that applies for every character in the game, and with a few exceptions, every vehicle in the game. This is actually really good. So because I've got enough air here, I'm just going to jump over that, boost into that. That's not something you're going to often see. Okay, now, the actually important mechanic. So I'm going to hold down X here and just kind of spring myself up by holding the back button. So you do back if you want to go high, not like that. And you go forward if you want to go far. You hold it as you jump. And hopefully it's 100% consistent. You'll land it, you know. You'll land where you want to go. So you've seen me get them all here. I'll go for it again on lap 3 because it's optimal. I'm going to do a very quick drift here because I don't have the air for a full boost. Nice. That's actually turned out badly because usually I'd be looking for 159 there. But because I'm talking as well, I'm playing like shit. Yeah, so I've got my save data on as well. You don't want to play with memory card in. It loses about 2 seconds per save. Again, this is just off the cuff, just trying to get the core mechanics out there and the core skips out there, and see how you can apply them in Babylon's story, if you so desire. So again, we're into 2.7. I felt like I went a frame early then, so I just flicked back on the stick. Missed the item there, that's not good. But what you want to do is kind of like stall your jump. I've just missed 100 as well, so there is actually 100 back there. Just a bit of interesting trivia there. That's the backup strat. You don't need to know it. Right, onto the skip. So I'm not usually in a bad position here, but if you can boost here, up, then just dodge that ring and you can just fly around. Like that, you just hold left and you're off. There's a much harder version you can do, but I don't go for it. Do the high jump there, go up. You want to go up if you've got level 1 or 2, and you don't if you've got level 3. I actually don't want to be boosting here, I want to be drifting, because drifting at level 1 is faster. It puts you at 219 instead of the standard 199. You'll see as well that I'm getting a lot of X tricks. There's 2 consistent ways to do it. Either 1 forward then 3 side, or 1 side, no, 3 side then 1 forward. You'll get the patterns down. You just kind of have to know. And you'll actually get there. Press X if you want to drop out early. I'm actually not going to go for the rainbow because I kind of lied. It's level. It's the same speed if you hit the rainbow or you don't. So again, your mileage might vary, but you can 100% guarantee the one that you don't want. The one that you want. I'm going to very quickly showcase the 100 here. It's right here. There's a glitch in the game where you can pop right through it. Also, another quick backup you can do. If you're really running out of air, you can just come through here and hit the fly up. You get a bit more air. Really good if you're on level 3. Once again, boost into this, spring, click down to avoid the ring, fly across nicely, X drop out, easy. I'm charging a bit too early here just to guarantee the trick, but you can go a bit later. Like I said, just flick back or flick forward depending on which way you want to launch yourself. It's something that will come with practice as well. Once you've got it once or twice, you'll get it every time. Okay, this is the first trick I'm not sure I'm going to get. I'm going to try both. I'm going to try both ways of doing Egg Factory skip. The big thing here is air management. This is the first level where your air management is actually going to be a problem. There's a 100 pack if you need it. It's strictly optional and very risky to get because the game doesn't work on PS2. Anyway, let's try and get it, shall we? So I'm just going to get the X. There's one thing, the reason why we don't need that is because if we go over here, we go to the right, this very right one is a guaranteed 30 pack, which always puts you to level 2. So just hold, I'm going to go up, and I'm actually going to do a tornado here. I got the fast way, but I wanted to show off tornado. And then you just boost right and you're free. You can just skip a corner. So here you want to kind of line it up to get link 4 if you can. Now, I'm looking at my rings, I'm on 50 rings. I don't need to get the 100 pack. Level 2 is the most important level. Level 2, the difference between level 1 and level 2 is so much more important than the difference between level 2 and 3. I can just boost. Okay, so I'm on level... Oh, just get that ring. If you need it, there's actually a 20 next to the 30. That's a guaranteed 100 if you want to hit that. Just gonna guarantee. Nice. That was really clean. So you can also, when you land, you can press R1 or the equivalent to do a boost out. It's it's considerably riskier. The tornado method is guaranteed. But you can do that as well if you want. And that's Egg Factory. This is actually a really clean showcase. Go for the X, so focus on your I'm going to very quickly grab a bit more because I'm a bit insecure about it. I remember the 100 was there, but sometimes you just want to be extra safe. Up you go. Just going to do the tornado one because I've got good air now. Straight over. Got to be careful here because I've actually played that well. The AI on Egg Factory are notoriously shit. As you can see, I tried to do a little boost a bit too early there, and I've hit the wall. It's alright, it happens. Quickly, R1 boost. When you land, just to redirect yourself. I think I'm actually going to take... If you catch up, use turbulence, it is faster. You're at 279 instead of 249. Okay. So yeah, a bit of an unfortunate lap 3 with a wall bonk in the end and Knuckles getting hit there, but it's just an example of run. I will do a proper tutorial at some point with webcam and everything, with a script and all that. But for this, you know, honestly, I just wanted to play Sonic Riders. If anything, I just wanted to play it. So once again, back to 2-7. Now this has the hardest skip currently possible on PS2. You kind of got to like work your way around here, R1 boost out, and you can go through that gap. It's really difficult. Make no mistake, hardest trick in the game, apart from one in Babylon Garden, which I will not go through because it's got 1 second. I need to just make sure I've got the for this. 1, 2, press X to drop. Up, get a bit lost. I don't like to boost here because this 100 pack can be a bit finicky, but that's the route for the guaranteed 100. That alone is such a significant time save in this level that, you know, it's always worth going for. Once again, do the backflip here. I could do one extra trick there, but I'm looking at my thinking I don't really need to do that. Management on this level is a complete doddle. So I'm gonna do the other method. I'm gonna do tornado, just kind of boost down. That was a really bad way of doing it. I'm in a bit of trouble here. Shoot. But it's hard. 1, 2, drop, hit the 50. Now because there's nothing in my way, I can just do a double boost. As much as I can. Bling, bling. Oh, there you go. Just about. Okay. This is the way that Hypno showed me how to do. I actually learned that from Hypno. Because usually I used to charge and jump into it, but it turns out you can just yeah, you can just fly into it every time. Okay, I've done it. Charge. Just go around. So the one thing to note about the green cave skip is that it's really hard to do. If you do the tornado, it saves about 1 to 2 seconds. If you get the intended way, it saves 10 seconds on lap 1, 5 seconds on laps 2 and 3. According to the GDQ run of Sonic Riders, which is a run I did not do. What a jerk. No. I've never seen it for GDQ. Once again, use the Hypno Bounce. Blink, blink, done. There's one thing I want to say about Riders in particular, Babylon, well, Heroes versus Babylon story. The Heroes story gives you characters that are optimal for each level. If they're not optimal, they're second optimal. Or they're barely not optimal. Babylon story, apart from Sky Road and Babylon Guardian, you are using suboptimal characters, and you can just straight up be cheesed out of the game. There's one exception, and it's actually Sand Ruins. Sand Ruins is significantly faster with Fly. Watch out, because on NTSC, they do go for shortcuts, much more consistently than on PAL, so I need to watch out for Tails. But not just Tails. I've got to be really vigilant here. I'm going to do the drifts. So I'm just looking at my and I'm thinking, I'd rather get that little bit of speed. That was not good. I'm going to have to take this grind rail. You're not supposed to, but I've got a lot of thinking about here. Sand Ruins is a very big level. That is unbelievable. You are not supposed to go for that. Only on PC. Jump. Jump. Just going to... Basically, if you want to know how to do this level optimally, just follow that. I've got really good here, so I can actually showcase something really cool. I'm just going to save my because this does matter. I'm just going to load this about halfway up, and what it does is lands me here, like it does on lap 3. Gives me a much quicker boost. Unfortunately, I did hit the pad there. You can dodge it. That was stupid. Go for the guaranteed X. Looking at my again. You're not supposed to do it like this, but whatever. There's also a guaranteed 30 ring. It's one of them. I actually don't know it. You might be thinking, oh, Kiri just got a boost. That's amazing. It's not. So boosts are actually suboptimal to get in this game when you're levels 2 and 3, because it caps your speed at 199. The game assumes you're going to be level 1 for most of the race, and you're not really going to be pushing levels 2 and 3. I've not got much over here, so I'm just going to take the slight time loss. Oh, moving a bit. There we go. Just R1 to like shimmy yourself out of the way. I missed that. You can go for that if you want. You can do it, but it's really hard. Once again, is horrendous. The optimal way is to actually hug the right there, but there's a thing called Ruins Lock, which basically... This game was not coded properly. And what Ruins Lock is it basically pulls you down back in the quicksand after you fall. After you've, how do you describe it? It pulls you back down. And you kind of get stuck in an endless cycle. The AI can get it on PAL, but they can't get it on NTSC. At the very least, I've never seen them get it on NTSC. There's also another lock here where you can be spun right on the final jump going into the next lap. And you can't turn back round because there isn't the room to do a proper turn. But that's only ever happened to me on PC. Okay, Babylon Guardian, final level. This has been a really good run. This is like legitimately... Could this be second place? Oh, I'm going to actually go for this, never mind. So you can jump and, yeah, it's really hard. Babylon Guardian, is an absolutely horrific level. You can do the jump there, but this level is so difficult on NTSC that me being third, well, me being fourth at this point, might mean I've already lost the race. I have to get lead here, because there is a skip you can only do if you're in first. And it's absolutely integral to the run. Like, if you don't do it on lap 1, you're knackered. On NTSC especially, on PAL, you're fine. Quick boost and jump. So I'm actually second here. I'm going to kind of break out of that, and we're in trouble. So you're actually going to get to watch me fight off a really bad Babylon Garden here. The AI are much better on NTSC, so I can guarantee I take that. Does that make sense? Looking at my it's optimal to take the power cut here. I'm not going to because the AI have me by the balls. And I'm not level 3 here. See, look, I'm second. Jet's in front. But because I am level 1, I can do the thing there. Drift in front. You just want to jump up twice, not 3 times. You cap out at 449. On Sky Road, when you do it, you can do it 3 times. But it just isn't optional because it only bumps the speed by 20 each time. The fact I am now first here against a speed user is really good. Because they will likely go for the shortcut if they can. Just going to hold a backflip here, get the 100, and you've got to be really careful. Boost at the wrong time and you're going off the edge. You're going to jump really early there. That's deliberate. The reason why we want to jump so early, we want to charge the jump and do it so early, is just so you don't go up, but you can still get enough tricks. You can also take the power cut here if you want. I have to be really careful going into this bit. I've got enough of a lead. Usually I'd have more but because lap 1 went so disastrously, I've not been able to do it. Stick close to the middle. Whatever. More Jet just got it 3 times as well. So, boost, jump. If you boost with levels 2 and 3, you can sometimes just lose all momentum. Take it safely. You can jump over that and boost if you want to get the 249. And for lap 3, you want to go up top, so do that, boost again. Right. Again, it's not really a long tour of how to do Riders Hero Story. That was a really bad Babylon Garden. But yeah, Sonic Riders. Trying to think if there's anything else mechanically I want to show off. I don't think there is. All of these mechanics are applicable in Babylon story as well. So actually, I'm going to very quickly go into a normal race on... I'll do Ice Factory. I'll just use the standard storm. So it's effectively a hero's story, but we don't have loads of bots. Instead, we have 7 top-level racers. Because there's a really important one. There's a really important jump you want to do in Babylon story. I completely butchered up that because I was talking. Just going to boost out. Do what I need to do. Try to get the lead. Don't want to do a trick there. Bonk off him. They're all there. What I want to do is pull down X really early, do a big backflip and get up there. That's the most important one. Going down loses so much time, you want to focus on hitting that. I'm actually level 2 at this point, which is really good. I've already got a really commanding lead. I just completely fudged that up. That 100 is actually deceptively hard to get. As you can see, I just missed it. But anyway, I'm going to go right here. It's here, yeah? If you get your timing right, you can go through that. You can go through that ice block. You get the Max once, or you can just miss it. And it's alright either way, because you get like a Link 2, Link 3, you're going to get most of your air back anyway. And then you've got this, to get a guaranteed 100 air every time. Because I landed straight into the boost then, I actually got a bigger boost than usual. So once again, hold X, backflip. Don't care if I don't get the X trick, it's more important going up. I'm going to hit level 3 while I'm up here. So, ooh, that was close. I don't really care about losing a little bit of time there, just to be level 3. I don't want to go for the 100 now. I want to be really careful here. Grab the 30 there. I don't know if they're consistent. My Babylon story knowledge isn't great. Level 3. Alright, 3 again, which is more than enough. Alright, we're right down. Damn, this might actually be an ILPB. This has gone really well. I was really hoping I'd get a little bit more then. So there is actually an ultra you can do here. I don't know it. Once again, go for the SS instead of the X. Another thing is, when you boost and you do a drift, you hold the speed. So you can stay at 249 for quite a while if you want. We're in a bit of trouble here. I just hope I've got enough. There we go, 30. I need... Oops, it's fine, just... Yes, that can happen as well, unfortunately. It was going to be an ILPB, and then I decided to completely shit the bed. Yeah, that's the thing that happens in both factory levels. They're not, like, perfectly designed or anything. Just charge up a guaranteed X here just so I can get 2 boosts off. So, chain, boost. Nice. Yeah, unfortunate, but still won by 15 seconds against the hardest AI in the game. So, can't complain too much. I'm just trying to think now, so anything else I want to show off? I kind of want to show off Dark Desert, but I kind of want to leave that up to the viewer to decide. Sky Road I also want to be, you know, left to the viewer to discover. So, I'm going to go against what I just said. I'm going to show off Dark Desert. I'll use... Let me just check if Jet gets anything else now. For some reason I thought Jet also got... If you've seen with Sonic, he actually gets the Blue Star 2 after, so in Babylon Garden onwards. That has the unique perk of making your level 1 boost and drift speed 209. You want to be careful here with these jumps, because a lot of them can just break you. I'm level 2 at this point. I don't need to do... I can actually just bomb ahead. Yeah, so to get the 100 pack on this level, it's really interesting. I'm level 3. Okay, this is... Anyway, you want to hit that topaz specifically. Don't touch anything. XX to grind. There's one real point of note here in Dark Desert. The AI will cheat on this level because the way that the AI do those boost shortcuts, those change your controller shortcuts, they actually always do it at max speed. Which means the AI are guaranteed. That one has a really high speed cap. The AI will just bomb on. See, Cream actually struggling now. What's that, 30? See, look, I'm on caution here, so I don't want to do anything and just... Unfortunately, the AI have caught up because turbulent shortcuts are a thing in this level, like I just demonstrated. There's one in Babylon Garden as well, but you never go for it. You can see now, Tails is going to catch up despite being, playing worse than me because he's a cheater who can do that shortcut, who can do that boost section really fast. So I'm going to try and get a forward one here, just to try and get out of the way. You can launch yourself off in a few levels, and this is one of them, by doing the tricks. It's a bug, and it's a really annoying one. This one has the most egregious examples of it, though. I just hit both Earths, which is nice. Shit, I'm gonna get that. Just hold. Okay. I'm gonna lap free. Little R1 to adjust myself there. Cream's going to finish that free in time. I just saw Cream enter the Colosseum. Boing, boing, boing. Yeah, he meant to do the R1 there. And that was actually a really good Dark Desert. Nice. Well done, me. Oops. Did not mean to do that. I'm still a bit jumpy. That was an unbelievable Dark Desert, though. In case you wanted to know how to unlock all the levels in the game, you have to beat Babylon Story, but you also have to do... Oops, sorry, I'm on NCSCJ. You have to do the World Grand Prix as well. So with the World Grand Prix, you can make some changes if you want. Big thing about all cups, all Grand Prix, you can turn on or show off. There's some really nice little things you can do. I just play with the default settings because I think it's the most fun. As you can see, I've won them both already. For someone who's not bought anything in the game, the optimal setups, there's a few that you can use. So you can use either Tails Wave or not Cream or Rouge with Grinder. Or you can use Knuckles with, Knuckles or Storm. But who the hell uses Storm with Magic Carpet? You might think that Eggman being a power type, you can do, but Eggman has this really annoying thing in the game, and Eggman can only use bikes. I have about 30 minutes cumulative experience in the 20 years I've played Sonic Riders with Eggman. He's just such an unfun character. His level 3 is funny as hell. That was perfect. So, the problem with bikes in particular is they turn like shit. They use a lot of Earth. And power on its own will not carry you. Look how early it warns you about what you're losing your Earth. That's fine when you've got high booster because the benefits outweigh the negatives. But when you're Eggman, who can't use the high booster, it's just a bit rubbish, really. Eggman has the can-can. So if you're going to use the power type, you don't really want to use it for this level, but access is the best. If you're doing all cups, you don't want to take that fly cut unless you really need it. So look how much that uses. It's ridiculous. Oops. Yeah, you see what I mean? I can't boost. I'll just quit out there because I don't want to do a run with Eggman. For the Babylon Corp, it's a little bit different. I'm just going to go into a free race. I'm going to do one free race just to show off Night Chase, how it should be played. You won't have II, so use Knuckles or Storm. Translation: use Knuckles. You might think, oh, the grinder gives you extra powers here. The access gives you extra powers. But because there's no meaningful fly cut outside of Ice Factory, you actually want to use Darkness. Like, for the easiest win. The Earthgate burns less Earth, and especially in Night Chase, it's really good. Because you can very easily find yourself in a situation where you have to do a lot of R1 drifts. So, blah, I think I went a frame or two too early then. I got the Unbelievable, that's the best you want. Yeah, Night Chase has that as a thing. Yeah. Yeah, Night Chase is the level of all time. It's... I don't know, I just went right through that, please stop. I don't know if I'd say it's the worst level in Riders. I'm actually not going to go for that because I'm just going to quickly try. Get the 100. There's the 100 on this level. The mirror levels have, or what do you call them, the alt levels have very similar mechanics to the equivalent level. Yeah, that ramp just doesn't work. That ramp just, yeah. Ramp's weird. Anyway. I don't wanna. I don't actually have anything to say at this point. But yeah, you want to do the backflip again here if you can. Looking at my urge, just going to do a dash boost instead. Bling, bling, go up. Get a bit more air time to get the extra air, because we know how bad this is. I'm going to go up just to show it off. Double front flip will do. The whole grinder mechanic I did for the 100 gem, the 100 pack in Metal City is actually meant to be hinted in this level by doing that raw grind. However, they're fundamentally completely different. I just went for that police car. Knuckles does not believe in ACAB. More caution, that's alright. Bum, bum. Cool. Okay, so that's pretty much my ramble on Sonic Riders. I hope I've explained enough. I should be getting to 34 there. With II, you can get 34s, even on Darkness, I believe. Yeah, no, that was a nice little ramble. Grinded a few rings myself. Showed off a few levels, showed off a few fun mechanics. And yeah, hopefully that's enough of an explanation for anyone who wants to get into Sonic Riders or just wants to hear some dickhead ramble for 35 minutes. Alright, I've got no outro. Peace.